How's it going, guys? Nordy back, bringing you some more StarCraft2 ladder matches, continuing on my road from Silver to hopefully Master someday. Just first, real quick, I just wanted to show you guys something that was a little bit weird that just happened to me here. So, if you remember from a few videos back, I mentioned how I got promoted straight from Silver 1 to Gold 1 as Protoss. You know, I just leapfrogged over two leagues. Which is kind of weird, but I was just messing around with Terran, you know, I was basically just cheesing all my opponents. I ended up winning 3 out of 2, but after my match, the placement matches, it just brought me straight to platinum with Terran. I've never even been a plat Terran. The highest I've ever got with Terran is gold 2 is the highest I've ever got with Terran, and it just throws me straight to a platinum. So. That's a little odd, I guess. So now I'm a higher league as Terran than I am with my main Protoss. So I'm gonna have to kick it up a notch. And I also got gold with Zerg too. So hey, I don't know, some weird stuff going on with the matchmaking system for me, I guess. Just promotes me straight to platinum. I don't get it, but oh well, it is what it is. But let's jump into the replays here. So we got a PvT between myself and Victor Hutt here on Proxima Station. So let's get into it. So he's a Gold League player. We got the nameplates and production tab. Make sure we're on my camera here. Alright, so TVT like usual, or PVT. You don't need to wall off the main. Really don't need to do that against Zerg. But you still want to scout early on. Some things you should be looking for with scouting, you know, just looking for that double gas. You know, he might be doing some sort of a Cyclone heavy build, or you might be doing a Marine Liberator build, or 1-1-1 Marine Tank Liberator build off one base. You know, a lot of those builds are you know, pretty powerful against Protoss, because if you go for 2 base, you won't have enough units to counter all the stuff he's going to be throwing at you. So I like to send that first probe that builds the gate there out to scout, just to see what my opponent's up to. You also got to make sure you got good pylon placement for defending the Reaper that generally comes in with when you're facing against Terran. So I like to put my pylons, one at each side of the gas is here, and then one in the back of my main, just to so I'll have good placement for those for my mothership core to photon overcharge when the Reaper comes in. So that's what we're working on right now. We're just going to go for the 1 gate expand as long as he's not doing anything crazy. See my probe starting to come up here. I really don't like this map. You have to like come all the way around and like make a turn and then come back up. Like, I really just don't like it. I mean, I like that the natural is pretty easy to take and defend, but other than that, I really hate this map. I always try to veto it whenever possible, but I think I forgot to in this match. So I got my pro up there scouting. I see the double gas, but I just decided to go. I go 2 base play. I was because this is a tournament, and I was looking at his previous matches to see what he did, and I noticed that he goes double gas and then expands. So I just decided to expand as well, since I was fairly sure he could expand. And as you can see here, that's a command center that he's putting down there. So expanding in this situation is okay. You just got to make sure if it's not a tournament and you come down, you see a double gas and come down and see an expansion, then, you know, you're probably safe to expand. He just took his gas a little bit earlier than you might have should have. Yeah. So I'm just going for the standard one gate expand build here. Get my mothership core out. Get warp gate going. I'm gonna start frontaling out warp gate. Get a robo out. Get that pylon in the back there for defending against the Reaper and for defending against any sort of medevac drop that Terrans like to do against really heavy. Rallying my next side to the second there. You can see the Reaper, just photon overcharge and take it out real quick. He got a grenade off, but that was about it. Didn't get a kill or anything. The only the reason there's a worker killed because he killed my initial scouting probe. Getting the forge up there, making sure to build 2 probes. He's got another Reaper, which is a little bit annoying. So I don't have a photon overcharge for this one. So I just pull those probes back, and I attack the Reaper with my mothership core here. So this is a little bit annoying. It happens every now and then. A Terran will send in a second Reaper afterwards, so I'm just going to attack it with my mothership core. Also getting a depth out just in case he comes up with more Reapers. I photon overcharge there. I think he killed one probe in that. That was about it. All he got done. It's a little bit of a nuisance. That's about it.
Research is done. Let's hope you click the right.
So I got my robo up, so I'm building out that observer so I can send it across the map. Get some more scouting done. Gonna take my gas down here. Put a pylon as well to get a photon overcharge down there just in case. Get one in the back of my base as well. I'm just going for a pretty heavy macro build in this match. I'm going to be looking to expand here again around the 6 to 7 minute mark. Yeah, just focus on trying to outproduce my opponent in this match here. Working on getting some upgrades out. I got +1 coming. You see if you look on the minimap, my observer is starting to encroach on his base, so I'm gonna get some good scouting in, see what he's up to. Making sure to keep placing pylons so I don't get supply blocked. Come up and I see he's going. He's got a factory. He's pumping out tanks. He's got a starport and he's got some barracks. So I'm reasonably sure he's going to be going for some sort of a probably like a marine tank marauder push, but he also might get some liberators in there as well. So pretty standard push for a Terran. So nothing too concerning right now. He's not looking to do anything crazy. Just need to make sure I'm continuing to watch my minimap. You know, following my three basic guidelines to being a good StarCraft player. Watching my minimap, making sure I catch any medevac drops that come out. In the meantime, just getting my army up. You can see here I'm going to take a third, like I said, around the 6 minute mark. Just trying to outproduce my opponent, get a better economy than he does early on.
Upgrade complete.
So that's what I'm doing. Just trying to, you know, work on my macro game a bit. I don't really get a lot of opportunity to work on my macro, so this is a good opportunity for me to practice my macro skills. I'm getting the Quiet Council out there so I can start +2. I'm also starting +1 armor. Come back up, just check out what he's got. He got a couple tanks now, and he's got some marauders. So at this point, I'm pretty even more positive that he's going marine tank marauder with maybe a liberator or 2 here mixed in there. So I'm just gonna keep warping in some units. He's got some sentries coming out. He manages to pick up my observer there. He must have spotted it. Cloaked just sitting there, and he scanned and then took it out. I'm gonna put this pylon right there at the edge of my base just to give me a little bit more vision for the medevac drop that may or may not come in. Continue to get that third up. I'm gonna rally all my Nexi over there so I can start building 3 probes at a time and send them over to my third there to increase my economic capacity. Continue to make sure I don't get supply blocked. Making a few more gates to up my unit production. Just continue to work on my economy right now. Like I said, just going for a macro focused build for right now. Haven't exactly decided what kind of tech I want to do at this point, so I'm just warping in some stalkers and stuff. Getting some more immortals out, because I know he's got tanks and marauders. Getting a warp prism to so I'm able to warp in at a forward position. I got another observer, if you look at the minimap here, I got another observer going out across the map. But this time I'm just going to sit it a little bit outside of his base. Because I didn't know if he scanned or if he had the turret, so I'm just going to sit outside his base so I can see if any of his army pushes out. Got that third base up, starting to mine off that.
Out of minerals.
Got +2 coming along. Continue to make sure I don't get supply blocked here. Gonna get the gas up at my third. We're putting some more units here. Get that army here. The reason I kept those units up there is just in case he was dropping in medevacs, but at this point, if he hasn't dropped me yet, then he probably doesn't have too many plans to do any drop harass, so I'm just going to group my whole army up here. Got some cannons going down behind my base there, just in case he does decide to drop me. But at this point, I mean, if he hasn't dropped yet, he probably isn't going to drop. And also, I realize we're starting to go into the late game here, so I decided to tech switch to air here. I forgot to build that third starport, which is a bit of a mess up by me, but it's okay. I'm going to take my fourth down at the gold base there, get even more mineral production going. So I'm starting to mine out my main. Yeah, like I said, I'm just working on getting my starport up because I'm going to. He hasn't attacked me yet, so he's playing really passive. So I figured I'd have enough time to get a pretty decent air army up before he attacked. So I'm tech switching up to air right now. I'm gonna knock down these rocks here, so I have a little bit easier of a path to my gold base. Otherwise, I'd have to run. If you look at the minimap with my cursors, my units have to run all the way up and then down to get to my gold base. And now, since I took out those rocks, I can just, quickly shuffle down. So, see here, I should already have that one up, that third one, but I must have
You just upgraded your units. Maybe keep doing
bit of a
that.
mistake
You are
by
fresh
me,
out of
but
minerals at
we'll
that
start
point.
getting some void rays in. We'll start working on my air upgrades. You can see there I'm getting +1 air weapons. I'm gonna get a fleet beacon here soon. And some more pylons so I don't get supply blocked. Like I'm very nearly about to. Just looking to see if he's got a third base there or a fourth base at the gold, but he does not. So at this point, I'm pretty reasonably sure that my economy is either better than his or at the very least it's about to be better than his, since I'm about to take my gold base. He does not have his. And he's more than likely mining out of his main right now, and his natural's probably getting fairly close to mining now as well, so I'm about to have a economic advantage on him. Let's
I remember when this was
yeah, I got 67 probes to his 40 at this point, so my economy is much better than his. A little bit better at the macro game than him apparently. Yeah, we're just working on tech switching up to air right now. Got my fleet beacon coming, working on the +1 air weapons. Eventually I'll get another cybernetics core so I can get +1 air weapons and +1 air armor at the same time. Keeping my observer moving around, looking for his army. I managed to spot it moving out here. I'm gonna make my observer follow his army. So since he's coming down, I'm positioning my army to deal with it. He's coming down to attack my gold base here, so I'm gonna move my army. I messed up a little bit here. My units start fighting in a concave a little bit. I should have pulled them a little bit more forward while I had the opportunity, but that's okay. And it ends up being pretty much a draw. I mean, you could say I won the engagement since I took out all of his air units, and so he wasn't able to kill my artillery. He didn't manage to kill all my ground units there. I believe he had better upgrades for these. I mean, he had +1 armor and stuff, but similar upgrades for ground army. My units just made the mistake of making my units fighting that little concave there at the ramp. I should have pulled them forward a little bit more, but that's okay because I'm tech switching to air anyway, so I really didn't have too much use for that ground army.
Maybe keep doing that.
So I'm just gonna keep making void rays. I'm making carriers right now. Getting +2 air weapons now. I'm getting the graviton catapult technology. It makes the interceptors launch faster on the carriers. Destroyed some pylons down there. Starting to mine my gold base here. My natural's starting to mine out, so I'm gonna transfer some probes down there. I'm gonna take the 5th base as well. Continue to macro up here. Work on those void rays, carriers. I'm going to start working on getting that transforming that mothership core into a full-fledged mothership. So I'll have a very strong air army. They'll be cloaked and everything. So the Golden Armada. I want to get that new carrier skin, like a black carrier skin, which would be cool. I'm thinking about getting that. Not too sure yet. We'll see. I got the black skin for the like the Tal'Darim skin for the Colossus right now. But I really like the carrier one too. Just put some cannons down there.
Guys
I
are
got
empty.
some
Time to move to your expansion. You
disposable income here. So right now, what my opponent should be doing is tech switching to air as well. He should be getting some PCs and some Vikings up. But as you're about to see here, in a little bit, he is not doing that. He just continues to make ground army. Just a bit of a mistake by him. He might have stood a little bit better chance in this match had he tech switched.
Upgrade complete.
Like I said, continue to work on my army here. My mothership core is done. You can see there it cloaks not only your units but also cloaks your base as well. So that's really nice. Continue to work on getting plus three air weapons and then get my +1.
Vespene guys are exhausted. It needs a long nap.
Chronoing both of those out. There's the mothership there, looking pretty. Just want to check to see if he's got his gold base yet, or if he took that base over there. Oh, I see he's coming down with his army of Marines there. Again, he should have tech switched, but apparently he didn't think he needed to. So since I see those, I'm going to start moving my Golden Armada in position. He scans and sees it, and he must be thinking right now, holy shit, I'm screwed, so he starts backing off. I don't blame him. I would have been running for the hills as well. He should have turned around right there while my units weren't cloaked and tried to pick at least one.
Out of minerals.
At least try to do something here. Oh. It froze for some reason. 1 second, guys. There we go. Okay, we're back. So, just parade pushing across since he had started engagement. I'm gonna pull my army down here to see if he's got the gold, which I realize he doesn't. I have no idea why he didn't take that gold base. He's got to be mining out, because I'm mining. I've mined out at my main, and I'm mining out at my natural, so he must be hurting real bad. So I'm just gonna engage here. I mean, all he's got is Marines. Should be able to clean this up really well, which I do, because he did not read the situation well and didn't text to air, which is what he should have done. He did not react to me really well. And you know, it ended up costing him the game in the end. You know, maybe he wouldn't have been able to win still, even if he did tech switch to battle cruisers or to Vikings. But it was definitely the I think anyway the call in there. So yeah, he was mined out on his natural. He was pretty much mined out on his main. And he must have like just taken this base because his swings. Yeah, compared to mine, his third has still got quite a bit of minerals. But I mean, I was on 5 bases by this point, so yeah, that was a good match. Let's go look at the APM real quick. Throw that shit inside a book and that's a fucking story. I'm so motherfucking gifted. This rap game is about to be shifted as if I've sifted through the rubble of my apocalypse. About to drop this shit. APM. So I had 62, you had 68, so I mean pretty similar APM there. Nothing really to write home about. Yeah, it was a good match. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, if you enjoyed this video, maybe check out some of my other videos if you haven't already. If you would like to, I'd greatly appreciate it if you like, comment, or subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. So yeah, have a good day, guys. I hope you learned something here, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Already out.